What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with the new video. As y'all can see, I came in with Vivian Green's current banger right now, I Don't Know, off her dope album VGVI, or if you want to call it Vivian Green's 6, whatever you want to call it. But yo, this album is becoming a favorite of mine of the year, and it actually only came out like 2 weeks ago, but it doesn't matter, just how dope it is, you know what I mean? And yo, I have talked about songs off this album many times on Current R&B Bangers. I talked about I Don't Know when it first came out. I talked about Mutual Feelings, I talked about Promise, and I talked about the political song that she has on the album, Stop, Sleep, and See the Light. And yo, I just recommend y'all go check out this album for real. Like, when I talk about an album, and I talk about it a lot, I really want people to really go listen to the album. And you know, and the way R&B is going right now, and people not really giving it the love that it deserves, this album, y'all, I recommend it. You get the 80s and 90s vibe. You know, Vivian is singing on some songs. Like, this album is just dope, and I just really want y'all to support it. So I felt like, why not start, you know, the new video with the song from Vivian Green's VGVI. So y'all go support that. And yeah, so welcome to another episode of Current R&B Bangers. Current R&B Bangers is a weekly thing that I do to prove to mainstream that R&B is alive and well and is not dead, because the Junior's World of Soul R&B is alive and well, and it will never die because it's in the DNA of all music. So, you know, Current R&B Bangers, let's do this. I got 4 bangers for y'all this week. Hopefully when y'all hear them, y'all enjoy them, y'all go out and support them, and give it the love that it definitely deserves. So let's get this started. Since I came in with Vivian Green and I talked about her dope album, I was like, why not start with a banger from VGVI? Like I said, this album is dope. Vivian Green and Kwame's musical, like, chemistry is amazing. It's magical. Kwame produced Vivian's last album, Vivid, that produced the banger, Get Right Back to My Baby. That was a #1 smash. And Vivid was just a dope album. So when Vivian said that she was working on a new album and Kwame was the producer that was going to do it, I was like, oh shoot, this joint is going to be crazy. It's going to be dope. And when it came out, again, it was a dope album, like I said in the beginning. It's just banger after banger after banger. I talked about, again, I Don't Know, Promise. She got another joint on there. That's What Love Can Do. The First Time. Sunglasses, where Vivian is spitting and she throws some shots saying that she don't need auto-tune. I love that part of the song. She's spitting her little 16. That joint was dope. And the political joint, Stop, Sleep, and See the Light. And I talked about a lot of those songs are current R&B bangers. So this time, if Vivian wants to go with another single, because I'm loving the vibe that she's doing. Like, we all know Vivian Green for her ballads. And now she's just switching it up on us. She's giving us some fast joints. She's even dancing in videos. She's giving us bangers that we can dance to. So I'm feeling that. So I feel like since Vivian's been going that way, why not keep the vibe going? And I feel like Vibes will be it. Like, this song has that knock, it has that feel good joint, and hopefully we can get a video to it. But y'all, Vibes is dope. It's the second song on the album, because the first joint is kind of like the intro, and it's like, you know, just giving you the flavor of what the album is going to be about. I like how she did the intro. But Vibes comes right in, and it's a dope record. And I feel like this can be a dope single with a dope video. So the first current R&B bangers for this week is Vibes. And here we go. It goes a little something like this. You just Oh my God, like just the way that comes in, yo, it gives you, yo, you cannot tell me that did not feel good. It gives you that 80s, that 90s type of hip hop vibe, and the way Vivian is riding it with her smooth vocals, like it's dope. And that's a dope opening for an album. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope. So I think this will be a complete dope single to go with off the album. Yo, to get people just jamming to it, just give it that nice little swag to it. You know what I'm saying? I just like how the track just comes in, and just listen how the track just come in. Just listen, y'all. Like it's crazy. Like listen. Woo! Come on, yo. Like, come on. That just gets you ready. Like, it's just like, ooh, where's Vivian coming? And then when she come in and she just riding the beat with her smooth vocals, I think this joint will be dope with a dope video. But again, the joint is called Vibes. This joint is a banger. Again, y'all, like I will keep stressing, y'all, please go listen to Vivian Green's new album, VGVI, with Vibes on it. I don't know. See, I done came in with 2 joints from that album, and you can't tell me both of those joints don't feel good. So y'all support this album. I'm going to put, you know, her info in the more info box. Please support this record. Because again, her and Kwame did the damn thing with this album. So the first joint is Vibes. Now, the next artist I talked about on Current R&B Bangers a couple of times. His name is Jordan Bratton. And this dude is the future, I feel like, when it comes to R&B and making it current to be acceptable in mainstream. And I put him in the category with dudes like Kevin Ross and Aaron Camper and Angel and a couple of others, because I feel like they're young and they understand what real R&B is, and they also know that in the state you got to be kind of current with it. But they, you know, they give you that old soul, and that's what I really think these guys are like, the young future of it, and they can really kind of push that real R&B to mainstream again. You know what I mean? Because now it seems like we have kind of like, they throw the maybe the 25 and over, they quick to throw them to the adult R&B, and I feel like these guys are young and they can take it to another level. You know what I mean? Because they really understand what R&B is, and that's what I really like about him. So you know, for me, when I was really introduced to him maybe about a year ago, he had a song called Love and Nothing, and I thought the joint was dope. It was a favorite of mine of 2016. I talked about it on Current R&B Bangers. So if you haven't heard it, here is Love and Nothing, and it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Loving. It got like that nice little like smooth vibe to it, but it's still got that current vibe to it. So that's why I really like this. So I was like, yo, let me follow this cat. Let me see what other stuff he made. So, you know, I was following him, and maybe about a month ago, he had a joint entitled Pieces. Now, I was like, okay, he kind of gave us a fast joint. And as y'all know, I am a sucker when it comes to vocals. If you singing, you got me. So when I saw that he had a new joint, again, entitled Pieces, I was like, okay, what is it about? So when I saw a description, they said it's kind of like a ballad. So I was like, ooh, I'm really going to hear his vocals and what he's singing. And let me tell you, he did his thing. It has that old school like Prince vibe to it, but he did the damn thing on it. And I talked about it. It came out like a month ago, and I think it was the last R&B Bangers that I talked about it. And no, it wasn't. No, it was not. I am bugging. Was it? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I'm sorry. I'll be forgetting my own videos. It's all good. But here is Pieces, and dope record. And just listen to the boy vocals. And I was like, this dude is the truth. But here we go. Me, darling. Woo. So when I heard it, I was like, okay. I was like, see, he's versatile. He give you a fast joint. You know what I'm saying? Then he gave me a pizza joint. It kind of gave me the Prince Miguelish. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I like it. I dig it. You know what I'm saying? So then I was reading up on him, and they were saying that he was coming out with a new EP. So I was like, okay, I'm waiting for this. You know what I'm saying? So finally, he came out with his EP a couple of days ago. It's entitled Driver's Ed. And Driver's Ed had pieces on it. So I was like, okay. So finally, when I listened to it, it's dope. It got joints like Sunset, the gospel influence, Family, The Things, and Home. But this record that he did, I was like, yo, this joint is crazy. And he's giving me vocals on this album. And like, again, I told y'all, I am a nut when it comes to vocals. Like, if you can give me some vocals, you can sing, but then you can also give me a up-tempo banger, then you got me. And for me, this album is displaying his vocals, like, again, like on songs like Family or The Hills in Heaven is another joint that he's singing on. But this banger on Driver's Ed, I could not stop playing, and it's called Golden Eyes. And Golden Eyes has that soulful vibe to it, but it's still an up-tempo banger that you can still rock to, that I can see that they can play on current, you know, mainstream quote-unquote stations. And you know, the younger can still vibe to it, but it still has that old soul beat to it. You know what I'm saying? But again, it gives me another Prince vibe, because he gave me a Prince vibe on Pieces. But this joint is giving me, like, musically, it gives me Prince. So here is Golden Eyes, and it goes a little something like this. All right. Oh. Woo. Come on. Y'all, when that joint came on, I think it was like track number like 5, if I'm not mistaken. And when that came on, I could not stop playing it. Like, I kept going back. I was like, yo, this joint is a knocker. This joint, nah. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it felt good to me. And it was like, I could imagine if I played this for my family for Thanksgiving. Me, my mom, and my grandma will be on the floor. So that right there, he's getting 3 different generations I can see jamming to this joint. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, I knew this joint was a banger, because I got that feeling. You know what I'm saying? If my family can vibe to it and it's still current, but they can also vibe to it, then he got a banger. And that's the kind of feeling that I felt. So y'all, Golden Eyes is off his EP Driver's Ed, but y'all check it out. Like I said, this dude is really, I feel like he's one of the guys that can really push R&B to the mainstream, because he's young and he can kind of cater to them. But this dude can sing, and I just like his vibe for real. So I'm gonna put all his information in the info box, and yeah, and I just want y'all to support him for real, because this dude actually can sing, unlike the people that got, you know, #1 hits on the R&B/hip hop charts. Anyway, but yeah, so for real, again, I'm going to put Jordan Bratton, his information in more info box. I want y'all to check him out. The next artist I found on one of my favorite websites, this is rnb.com. She is actually part of the Rock Nation family. You know, shout outs to Jay-Z, okay? And her name is Kirby. Now, I'm just getting familiar with her. I don't really know a lot that she has done. You know what I mean? So I'm just really getting into her because I heard this song yesterday. And all I got to say is this girl sings. And if y'all know by now, I say it all the time. I am a sucker when it comes to vocals. And if you is singing, excuse me, you got me. And this girl is singing on this record. And just from this one song alone, all I got to say is, Kirby, you got a fan in me. Because you is singing for blood on this record. And it's soulful as hell, and everything about it is just great. And like I said, it's everything. And this song is dope. The joint is called Vain. She is singing from pain. She must have felt this before. I don't know, but I'm sure feeling her in this joint. And let me tell you something. it touched me. And when you could touch me, and plus I ain't go to church on Sunday anyway, you gave me my holy oil for Sunday. You did, because I heard the song yesterday, and it's a beautiful, beautiful record. But again, the joint is called Vain. And here we go. Give y'all a nice little sample, and it goes a little something like this. Woo! Come on. Y'all, come on now. Come on. Woo! Let me tell you something. When I was sitting here like, I know, God, I am sorry I didn't go to church. But this joint touched me, and this girl is singing on this record. I felt like I was at Mount Zion AME Church in East Brunswick, New Jersey, and I was sitting there, and the girl on the choir was singing, and I was like, Lord, I give everything to you. That's how I felt for this joint. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even about that. She's singing about pain. You know what I'm saying? And it gave me that feeling. I was like, Kirby, you got a fan of me, for real. And she did the thing on this record. Give me a second, y'all. I'm sorry. But again, this song really touched my soul. Yo, I'm definitely gonna check this sister out. I see that she has more music, but like I said, she has a fan in me because she's singing on this record, and I am a fool when it comes to somebody singing. All I gotta say is, Mr. Carter, you better promote this girl right. You got a talent right here. This girl talent can shine through. Let's get a nice machine behind her so she can be huge, because we need some real girls that's really singing to, you know, be on top of these R&B charts, so people can actually see talent shining through rather than seeing gimmicks and all this bull when there's no talent at all. Okay, Jay-Z? Okay, now promote this girl. But again, her name is Kirby. The song is called Vain. I'm going to put her stuff all in the information box. I want y'all to check her out. And let me tell y'all, after y'all listen to this whole song, y'all going to need y'all holy oil, because I sure did. So this joint is dope. And that's Kirby with Vain. Now, the last artist I found on singersroom.com, he was actually Kenny Lattimore's songwriter, and his name is, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, it's Madicin, and it's Madicin. And I see he's written songs for Kenny Lattimore. He's wrote songs for Day 26, and he's wrote songs for Jacob Lattimore. So I was like, okay, this dude has a resume, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, of course, one thing that I like to do when I find out about an artist, if I see them and I see a song, I say, wait a minute, let me go on YouTube, let me see if I see some live performances, let me go on Soundcloud, see what you got. But this time, I was like, you know, the title of this song actually got me, so I actually listened to the song first, because I normally do it backwards. Like I said, if I see your name and I try to find your stuff on other sites to see what you're coming with, because, I mean, if you whack, I'm like, oh, well, then you got some whack stuff then, and, you know, I listen to this song, and I'm like, it's whack. But the title got me because the song is called Just Know That I Know. And I've been saying that a lot lately, and, you know, some personal ish that, you know, been going on around me. I just been like, just know that I know, okay? And it's just, I was like, let me check out this joint. So when I put up the joint, I was grooving. I was in my house grooving. I was sitting there washing dishes like, oh, this joint go hard. You know what I'm saying? So Madicin has this joint. It's called Just Know That I Know. And here we go. It goes a little something like this. You gonna be grooving with this joint. I know that you like what you see. Just know I know. You can share through the season. Just know I know. Come on. Woo! Just know I know. Just tell your friends that you leave. Just know they know. Woo! I was grooving while I was washing my dishes, like, hey, just know I know. So it got that current vibe to it, but it still got that little knockish to it. You know what I'm saying? So it was dope. You know what I'm saying? So even though that, and mind you, this song is actually 7 months old. And I'm like, hey, it's better late than never. You know what I'm saying? And I caught it, and I think it's dope. So now I am checking out Madicin right now. His mixtape is entitled MKE Mixtape Volume 1. And I'm actually enjoying it. You know what I mean? After, you know, I found this joint. I looked him up on Soundcloud, and then I was like, oh, here's all his music and all that. So I'm really vibing to him right now. And I like the vibe that he has. You know what I'm saying? But this joint, just know I know, got that current vibe to it. You can vibe to it. Anybody can vibe to it. I know I was. Like I said, I was washing my dishes like, just know I know. Hey, just know I know. That right then and there, I was like, this joint is a banger. So I'm going to put his stuff in the more info box. I want y'all to check it out. I'm going to put it in his Twitter. I'm going to put it in his Instagram. I'm going to put it in his SoundCloud. Y'all check him out. You know what I'm saying? I like how he said on his Instagram, he said, I'm your favorite singers, something. Dang, I forgot what he said. I just drew a blank, but it's all good. But anyway, y'all see it. I'll put his stuff in the more info box. I want y'all to check him out. So that is Madicin with Just Know I Know. Well, y'all, those are your 4 bangers for the week. Vivian Green's Vibes from her dope album VGVI. Jordan Bratton with Golden Eyes from his EP Driver's Ed. Kirby with her singing self and her joint called Vain, and Madicin with Just Know I Know. As you can see, all these songs are R&B, but it had different vibes to it. You got an old school flavor, but then you got yet a current vibe. But then, you know what I'm saying, with Vivian Green, you got an 80s and 90s type of vibe, but it still has that knockish that can be current. You had Hello, you got, you know, Kirby, she's just singing. And that's just, period, just soul right there. So you can never go wrong with somebody just singing, you know what I'm saying? And then with Madicin with Just Know I Know, got that current vibe to it. You can still groove to it, and I think it can really connect to anybody. So y'all, hopefully that, you know, you guys really enjoyed the joint and you go out and support it. Go listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Put it on your social media. Share it so other people can, you know, listen to it. Because it seems like now when it comes to R&B music and real R&B music, it seems like it's word of mouth now. So we could get people to really start talking about songs and really talking about them on social media. Maybe we can get that respect from mainstream. Because a lot of these songs deserve so much respect. Just like, you know, like I always say in videos, if you're going to play Beyonce 150 times an hour, at least 50 of those you can give to these new artists that's coming up and the ones that's on SoundCloud and Automac and YouTube, and just give them some shine. So then maybe somebody will like it, and then we can, you know, break some new stars that can represent R&B the right way. Okay, so y'all know I will go on a rant all day when it comes to R&B because I love it so much. But I'm going to get out of here with my boy Aaron Camper. I talked about him a couple of times on Current R&B Bangers, but the reason why I am, you know, exiting with Aaron Camper because he read Will Kane from First Take today, and I was rolling, and I said, yo, when he did that, I was like thinking, I can feel the heat. I was like, yep, I'm going to end Current R&B Bangers with his joint because he read dude, because he was like, I'm not the one. And I love it because Will Kane be on some other stuff on First Take if y'all watch it. But again, he got this joint that came out maybe about 3 months ago entitled Heat. And it definitely, it's a throwback for sure because you know the sample. And we going to get out on this. And hopefully I will see y'all next week on Current R&B Bangers. So here we go. Now I can feel the heat. Hey, I'm out, y'all. Peace.